Welcome to Ripped from Reddit. I'm your host Daniel. What is the best response to a police officer when they ask, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Because it would have been really difficult having this conversation while driving. Especially with how fast I was going. If I ever asked anyone that question and got that response, I would laugh and probably just give you a warning. Unless you were drunk or something. I never ask it though. I usually just say hi, introduce myself, and tell the driver why I pulled them over. Avoids a lot of stupidity that way. Usually, I still get the occasional jackass who keeps asking why I pulled them over, even after I told them several times. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Probably kept asking because they were drunk and forgot. Yes, that's frequently the case too. Laughed hard at this. Did my tail light burn out? No admission of guilt or anything. Just a generic what could go wrong that I didn't know about answer. No sass involved. Can then be properly apologetic about anything he says afterwards to try to minimize damage without admitting jack shit. I will use this in the future. This is brilliant. This thread is a sea of hilarious but useless advice. This, however, will get filed in my brain under useful shit that I will panic and forget at the moment in which I need it most. The hallmark of truly useful advice. Panics trying to remember the good advice. Did your tail burn out, officer? Sweating persists. I mean, you could also just say I'm sorry officer, I don't. No need to make something up. As a former police officer who has done thousands of stops, I think this is the correct answer. Why do police need to even ask a question? They're the ones initiating the situation. Because there is a camera running, and if you are honest and admit you were doing anything wrong, you have just given them a slam dunk ticket that you can't fight. Depends how long you were following me. I sped. I followed too closely. I almost hit a chippy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes at the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding. Anything else? Friend was a cop. Pulled over a guy for a DUI. Turns out, guy was a convicted felon. Very drunk. Smoking a blunt. Had weed. Had cocaine. Had meth. Had a gun. Wasn't wearing his seatbelt. He got arrested. Court date came up. Judge was reading out his charges and the judge asked him how to plead. He goes, "I was wearing my seatbelt." Judge said, "Okay, fine. What about the rest?" Guy said, "Sounds about right. No. I have unpaid parking tickets. Be gentle. Shit, forgot what's in my trunk. Stop breaking the law, asshole." A solid reference. Yes, but do you? Then hold up a reverse card and arrest them. You told me that I was in charge when you walked over here. Now exactly how much pot did you smoke? Silence, as profound as the grave. A closed mouth gathers no foot. A closed mouth also gathers no pizza, so it's a catch-22. If he walks up to my car window with a pizza in his hand, we can talk. Otherwise, silence is golden. And duct tape is silver. Edit, and so is Reddit silver. Thank you, kind stranger. Does it have anything to do with the corpse in the trunk? Now that I've got your attention, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? Oh shit, you can go. No, I insist. Officer, do you know why I pulled you over? Me, to give me your autograph? You're the one that got famous for shooting that black guy, right? You're gonna have to be more specific. Do you know why I pulled you over? Why did you pull me over? That should be the extent of your side of the conversation. Well, I too far down? This is the correct answer. And remember kids, every K over is a killer. Sorry Americans, it's a joke only the rest of the world understands. Thanks for watching. Comment below things you'd like to ask a police officer when being pulled over. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe to see more saucy AskReddit content.